Engagement breaches. One of the most common breaches in supported accommodation is non-engagement with support. Residents agree to participate in a program of support as part of their accommodation placement. When a resident repeatedly fails to engage, this can impact their ability to achieve positive outcomes and may breach the conditions of their license agreement. The process will vary between providers, but typically follows an escalation pathway. First, a support session is missed. A missed meeting letter is issued, reminding the resident of their support obligations and offering another opportunity to engage. If the resident misses further support sessions, a non-engagement warning letter may be issued. Continued non-engagement may lead to a final warning letter. If engagement does not improve, providers may consider terminating the license agreement and issuing a 7-day notice to vacate. This is why accurate recording of support sessions, attempted contacts, welfare checks, letters issued, and engagement efforts is so important. Serious behavioral breaches. Some breaches are considered more serious and may require immediate action. Examples include serious violence, threats towards staff or residents, serious harassment or bullying, hate-related incidents, significant property damage, criminal activity, serious safeguarding concerns, behavior that places others at immediate risk. Depending on organizational policy and the circumstances involved, serious breaches may result in immediate license termination or an immediate eviction notice. In other situations, a 7-day notice period may be issued to allow the resident time to secure alternative accommodation. Provider responsibilities during eviction. Whether a resident receives a 7-day notice or an immediate eviction notice, providers still have responsibilities. Supported accommodation is not simply about ending placements. It is about managing move-on processes safely and professionally. Providers should issue the correct documentation, clearly explain the reasons for the decision, signpost alternative accommodation services, provide information about homelessness support services, offer practical move-on support where appropriate, record all actions taken. Even where relationships have broken down, residents should be treated fairly, respectfully, and professionally. Missing residents and welfare concerns. Another area support workers must understand is what happens when a resident cannot be located. If a resident fails to attend support sessions, welfare checks, or cannot be contacted, support workers should follow their organization's missing person or missing resident procedure. Whilst procedures vary between providers, this may include attempting contact by phone, sending text messages, visiting the property, speaking with known associates or housemates where appropriate, contacting next of kin or emergency contacts, escalating concerns to management, contacting relevant authorities such as the police if required. Every action taken should be recorded clearly and accurately. Good documentation helps demonstrate that the provider has acted appropriately to safeguard the resident. Support workers should remember that warning letters, breaches, welfare concerns, and engagement issues should also be reflected within support records. For example, if a resident misses a support session, the support note or attempted contact record should show the appointment date and time, that the resident did not attend, attempts made to contact the resident, any welfare concerns identified, that a missed meeting letter was issued, any next steps agreed. If a resident receives a warning letter, support notes should record the reason for the warning, discussions held with the resident, support offered to improve engagement or behavior, any agreed actions moving forward. If a resident receives a 7-day notice or immediate eviction notice, support notes should reflect the reason for the decision, discussions held with the resident, move-on support offered, housing advice provided, referrals or signposting completed. This ensures there is a clear audit trail showing not only what enforcement action was taken, but also what support was provided throughout the process. The purpose of warning letters, license breaches, and enforcement processes is not to punish residents. The goal is to encourage engagement, maintain safety, and help residents sustain accommodation wherever possible. Good support workers understand both sides of their role, supporting residents to succeed, and ensuring license agreements are managed fairly, consistently, and professionally. In the next module, we'll explore the non-engagement warning process in detail and learn how support workers can use early intervention to prevent tenancy breakdown.